This is Guy Who Makes Stuff. Guy Who Makes Stuff! So today I'm gonna show you how to install a ballet bar in the comfort of your own home. My wife asked me to do this, so I gotta do it. It's for our little not baby girl now, she's a toddler, but it's for our 4-year-old. So here I am in the hallway. This is what you need. You go to Home Depot, you get one of these. These are called dowels. And you get one with a 2-inch diameter, 2-inch diameter length. And it's about 17 or 18 bucks. A little expensive, but compared to the smaller size dowels, but it is what it is. I decided to spray paint mine white. So I got this flat white spray paint, very cheap, like $5 at Walmart. You get these handrail brackets. These are gonna, obviously support the bar, and you're gonna need to, fix them to the wall, and figure out where your studs are. So there's that. You're also gonna need a stud finder. So I got like a magnetic one. You just run it along the wall, and it's gonna, find the studs for you. And then you need some sandpaper, just to smooth out the dowel. Make sure that it stays safe and splinter-free. When you're sanding, make sure you put on some eye goggles and also a mask to protect yourself from inhaling the sawdust. And then, of course, you're gonna need some measuring tape. So let's do this. All right, so we've got the dowel all set up outside. I've already sanded it. Pretty much forgot if I mentioned this, but I recommend 220 grit sandpaper to get a smooth enough finish. Basically, if you're not familiar with sandpaper, the higher the number, the smoother the finish. So yeah, 220 grit. I've already done it, and the dowel is ready to spray paint. So here I have it just laid out, on this cardboard, just to so I don't spray all over this table, and I just got to roughly tape down with painter's tape. Just worried that it's gonna roll around as it's drying, and I'm gonna do one side at a time. So yeah, let's get this painted. Okay, so you gotta make sure that the spray paint is well shaken. I typically spend about 45 seconds to a minute to make sure that it's properly mixed up. And then we're gonna do a single pass. Let's see how that goes. And spray paint along the top. So let's do this. Okay, I think that's good enough. All right, now that one side is dry, I've waited a few hours, and now I got to do the other side. Even I make mistakes sometimes. I did overspray a little bit, so some of the spray paint, it kind of drizzled along the sides. But so basically, what you got to do is you take some sandpaper again, and then you just you sand away the little blobs of paint, and then you just take another pass at it. So yeah, now we're gonna spray paint the other side. All right. Okay. All right, so we've got the dowel finally properly painted. Had a little, struggle trying to get it, smoothly painted, kept over painting it, even I made mistakes. But yeah, so basically I ran a couple more passes on here, and when you spray paint something like this that's like a circular shape, it's very easy for the paint to kind of collect, and you get globs of paint just running along the sides. And so I pretty much decided to run the spray can back and forth very lightly, and just do several very light coats along the whole dowel. And any globs of paint that I ended up with, I just sanded down and I just repainted it. So I think I'm pretty happy with how it turned out now. And so now we need to figure out where to place these handrail brackets that the rod is gonna sit on. My daughter is 105 centimeters tall, and it's recommended that you place the bar about elbow height, and so for 105 centimeters, it's roughly 70 centimeters tall. So that's where we're gonna install it. So you basically need to figure out, I got the stud finder here, figure out where the studs are. So here's one. This is where the first bracket is gonna go. And then here's two. Where is it? Here we go. Here's where the second bracket is gonna go. So you gotta install the brackets first. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so you gotta locate the studs. Basically, I got a stud here. Measure 70 centimeters from the bottom. And just take your pencil and just mark it. Okay? So you got one done, and then you just do the other one. Oh, it's like ticking. Okay. 70, it's right here. Okay? Okay, now I'm gonna mark off where I want this first bracket to go. So I want the bar to sit roughly here where I marked it. And I'm gonna, see there's 3 screw holes, so I'm gonna mark down where those holes should be. Because I'm gonna need to, drill into the wood behind the drywall, so that I can get the nails properly screwed in. Okay. Okay, now I gotta make sure that both of these are at the exact height. So I think how I'm gonna do it is measure how high my markings are. And looks like I got it pretty much at exactly 70 centimeters. So this one has to be exactly the same. Okay. Okay, next I gotta drill the holes in. Okay, so now I've got the holes marked up. Gonna take my power drill and drill in some pilot holes for the screws. And the instructions basically say you gotta use a 7/64 inch drill bit, which is what I have right now. So here we go. Okay, now we're gonna screw in the brackets. there you go. We got both brackets installed. And there's this little clamp that that attaches to it like this. Okay, we're gonna need to see this. This screws in to the dowel, so we're gonna need to mark some more pilot holes on the dowel and then screw it in. So here we basically have to center the dowel, figure out where the center is, so that it's evenly positioned. So we'll just like take some quick measurements and yeah, mark off where our pilot holes should be. Okay, we've got the 2 holes for the first bracket drilled. I also just moved the carpet because I didn't want to make a mess. So, because there's gonna be a lot of wood shavings. But yeah, basically, I took this piece and I lined it up here, just to make sure that the holes were straight and lined up. And then I just took the same 7/64 inch drill bit and I drilled these holes in. So we're gonna partially fasten this on with the screws. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing a quick alignment check. That's why I decided to do one bracket at a time, just to make sure that the pilot holes are lined up. And it looks like they're pretty lined up. So yeah. Okay, and there you have it. I've got the second bracket installed. I just gotta tighten these screws and we should be good to go. And there you go, guys. I successfully installed the brackets. I was a little worried because these clamps, they go like these edges, they go slightly lower than the bar. Basically how I'm gonna explain it is like when you try to rest it against the bar flush, there's a gap. So that gap basically goes away when you take a power drill and you screw in these holes, and then the clamps, they slightly bend, and they flatten onto the pole. So it worked out. So here is the Ballet bar, and yeah, like it worked out. Thanks for watching. This is my very first do-it-yourself, home ec whatever video. Half the time I pretended I know what I was talking about, but I pretty much just looked up how to do this online and wanted to show you guys like firsthand how to do it. I tried to simplify it as much as I could, but yeah, sorry if if I did not always have like the correct terminology or whatever. But I'm figuring a lot of these things out as I go, and the videos will keep getting better. So yeah, I'll give you one last look at the Ballet bar. I hope my daughter likes it. I hope my wife likes it. And I would call this a success. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.